Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raking Profit. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm in Connecticut now, but by the time you're seeing this, I'll probably be in Florida for the Miami seller event, which I'm super excited to attend. There's gonna be a bunch of people there like, Avery, Amazon Lit. We're gonna have Warner. We're gonna have Flip for Miles, Side Hustle Experiment. There's a ton of people there. I'm like honestly missing out on a bunch of them, a bunch of 6 and 7 figure sellers. So I'm pumped up for that. But in this video, what I wanted to discuss is the truth about business and the fact that everybody has to try to do the best they can to mitigate risk. So over the last year, I've sold over $300,000 with eBay to Amazon flips. That's close to 8,000 items that I flipped. And I got a comment below that said something along the lines of, anyone who does eBay to Amazon is an idiot. You're going to get suspended. It's the fastest way to get banned, so on and so forth. And I wanted to address this today. And I just want to talk about just selling on Amazon in general and how to mitigate risk with the different models. And it all comes down to risk and reward, right? So if you go to thrift stores, garage sales, if you do eBay to Amazon, if you source off of Mercari, even, like retail arbitrage, like going to Goodwill or even Walmart or Walgreens and you just get a physical receipt. Those are all ways that if you get IP complaints or you get counterfeit claims and you're trying to get those off of your account, you're not going to be able to provide that legitimate invoice, which means that those marks could stay on your account. Now, all because you get a counterfeit claim or you get an IP, a lot of people think like you get an IP or a counterfeit claim, like you're gone. If you're a brand new seller and you don't have any selling history and you don't have any metrics to be able to back it up, like, yeah, you could definitely get suspended. But the truth is, you really gotta be really an idiot to get suspended and kicked off of Amazon. And I say that not from just reading the forums or not from just hearing in the YouTube comments what people are saying, because a lot of you guys, not you in particular, but a lot of people who leave negative comments are talking out of their you-know-what, and they don't have real life experience. I've literally interacted with and I've become friends with thousands of Amazon sellers over the years from real experience, going to conferences, making videos, and I could count probably on one hand how many people have ever gotten suspended and banned. And a lot of those people actually do a lot of thrifting, they do a lot of retail arbitrage. So first and foremost, if you're thinking about maybe thrifting or you're thinking about going, on eBay and flipping items or, garage sales and you're thinking about selling used or new items, just realize there's ways to prevent getting counterfeit claims and there's ways to prevent getting IP complaints. So if you're worried about that and you're seeing these comments, just know those people are typically not speaking from experience. Now, they're not 100% wrong in terms of, like, for example, if we were to compare, sourcing online arbitrage and getting an invoice from a website or doing wholesale and getting an invoice, is that safer than sourcing off of eBay or going to thrift stores or selling new items without invoices? Absolutely, it is safer, because even if you do have a real item or you have the rights to sell an item, you can still get an IP complaint or a counterfeit claim. So at scale and with higher volume, yes, the risk is certainly higher, even if you know how to prevent IP complaints, even if you're doing everything ethical. So there is some truth to that. But like I said before, there's ways to mitigate risk using Keepa to see if the sellers are dropping off, using ASIN or IP Alert to check for IP complaints, not buying items that are higher risk of being fake or counterfeit. For example, like with DVDs, I don't touch DVDs less than 10,000 rank. When even like 20,000 or below, I'm really diving into how to prevent the counterfeits. There's ways to look at the items to tell if it's counterfeit. Now again, could you sell 7,000 or 8,000 items in a year, get a counterfeit claim and get kicked off? It is a possibility, I suppose, but I've gotten them. Actually, one time I got 3 in one day, and I think it was a seller that attacked me, and for some reason Amazon let me appeal without invoices and I got them all removed. I don't know why. I posted in the Facebook groups. It happens. I have friends of mine who do over 6 figures a month with eBay to Amazon and RA, and some of them have 8 or 9 or 10 counterfeit claims on their account. Now, I don't think this is a good thing. I don't recommend doing it. Some of them, to be perfectly transparent, are much more risky than I am. I'm actually pretty conservative when it comes to business. And you might be thinking, well, you're doing eBay to Amazon. That's not conservative. There's ways to be conservative about it, and there's ways to be psycho and crazy about it. But just know in any model that you sell on, whether it's wholesale, a lot of people think like wholesale's the be all end all, like it's the best thing ever. Like I have invoices. Yeah, but do you have margin? You know what I'm saying? That's why I love eBay to Amazon, because the margin's crazy. Is the risk higher? Absolutely. Is the competition less? Absolutely. With wholesale, a lot of times, and it depends because there's different ways to do wholesale. You might have invoices, but if you don't have a unique relationship with a brand or a manufacturer, or you have a special relationship with a distributor, then you have a business that's running on razor thin margins. So just be careful who you talk to and who you listen to. Everyone who does wholesale is going to say it's the best. You know, everybody who does thrifting is going to say it's the best, but you want to hear both sides of the story. And that's why I always try to be honest and ethical about the risk and reward for every business model. Okay. So just want to kind of shed light on that, because I get a lot of comments about this and people think I'm crazy for thrifting and doing eBay to Amazon and selling items as new without an invoice, but there's ways to reduce the risk, okay? So just think about that. If you're not willing to take the risk, don't do it. If you don't have the money to lose, if you are gonna lose the money, don't do it. Do something safer. Do something that makes you feel better. This is your business. You get to choose what it is you wanna do. So with that being said, much love, appreciate you guys. And if you have any more questions, let me know. And until then, I can't wait to go to Florida. Take care.